Very, very abrupt, very short, and here's the job. I was working in Governor Bush's office. I was his drug czar. I'd been doing that for 7 years, and in fact, which heretofore I've not talked about openly, I had decided 7 years was enough of that. He needed to get someone else, particularly as he was ending his second administration and would want to have someone in place to transition over a new one. So I'd already gone to him and tendered my resignation to him. I was probably on the final 3 or 4 weeks of doing that, and we were going to make an announcement thereafter, and I'd be gone. And I was not ambitious to move on to another job. I thought it's time for me to pay attention to my family. But at 10 o'clock at night, before I took over, I got a call from the chief of staff, and probably one statement and one question. One statement was, we have a serious problem in the corrections department. And the question was, are you willing to go in and take it over in the morning? Now, in truth, I had got an inkling, and he had too, some weeks prior, that there could be a problem, and I had indicated then, if you need help, let me know. I'll see what I can do. So it wasn't completely on thought about, but it was in fact a cold call. As it turned out, that particular night there was some undercover business going on which would cement what had to be done. So that precluded me from talking about it, which meant when I hung the phone up, I did not talk to my wife about it. As far as my wife knew, after now some 40 years of taking difficult job after difficult job, some in combat, some around the world, she actually thought I was coming out. As it turned out, I was having a minor procedure in the morning which would sedate me a bit in a doctor's office. And so I kept to myself that night what I was doing. When I was coming out of the sedation, about 7:30 in the morning, the procedure was very early, she was with me to help drive me home. And I said, oh, by the way, I've got a new job. And she swears to this day that she thought it was the drugs talking. It wasn't me. So when I went in about 2 hours later, when I'd fully recovered, she was somewhat surprised, and we've been working it ever since.